Motivational stories, laughter by our side. Get up right, let's take this drive.
What's up, family? What's up? What's up? What's up? Pastor Don here. Welcome to Get Up Right Morning Drive Devotional. Listen, again, if y'all remember a couple days ago, maybe been a little longer than that, I told you I'm kind of liking this audio only. We have the ability, as you know, to do video, but I'm kind of liking this audio thing where I don't have to be trying to make sure the camera's positioned properly. But I got a word for you today. There is a word for you today. For you who volunteer to do things in church and you believe you have a passion for it, let me say this to you. Don't volunteer for anything in the ministry that you don't really have the time for. You don't have the desire to make the time for it. You got caught up in your emotions, and then you thought that's what you want, the area in which you wanted to serve in. Now, listen, in order for you to be an effective servant, you got to know, first of all, who you're serving. The Bible says, hey, what you do to the least you do unto him, but also it is your reasonable service. The Bible talks about that being what we do, because it's my reasonable service to the body of Christ and to my ministry. But if you, baby, you ain't got the passion for it, you ain't got the time for it, you ain't got the sacrifice for it, please don't do it. Because some of us as pastors, and me in particular, if you say you want to serve in that area, by all means, I want to give you an opportunity to serve in that area. But at the same time, when you don't serve with the spirit of excellence, then it is also my job to take that position and give it to someone who I believe could serve in that capacity a little better. So what I'm saying, I'm going the long way to say, don't you volunteer to do nothing you don't have a passion for. Don't volunteer to do anything in church that you haven't prayed about. Don't volunteer to do anything in church that you just know you don't. If you don't like folk and you ain't got delivered of that yet, then you don't need to be a greeter. You don't need to be an usher. You don't need to work in hospitality. You, people of God, we've got to understand the moment we gave our lives to Christ, we said, God, listen, I ain't trying to die and go to hell. I'm going to do what you tell me to do. Well, can I cut across the field real quick for the sake of time? You got to be a people person. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. I don't like so-and-so. You have got to be a people person. You should not want to see anybody go to hell. And watch this. I'm getting ready to say something real good. For you to be real honest with yourself. You don't want to see nobody go through the hell you just come out of. And or the hell that you're in. So don't volunteer to do anything in church you don't have a passion for. Because I promise you, as pastors, as leaders, as facilitators, we are going to give you the opportunity to operate in that particular area because we want to see everybody in the church doing something. Now, there are some areas that, look here, the people in those areas are volunteers, but they're not volunteers like that. We go to them in particular areas. Everybody can't go in them rooms where the major decisions are made because they just can't. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get to that because people start thinking somebody doing something shady. We're not. We just got to make sure the right people with the right spirit are in the right position so we can do purposeful work. So people of God, it's okay, baby, if you can't do that. You don't like that. You don't have a passion for that. You over that, if I may. Be Christ-like enough to say, I can't do this, don't want to do this. But don't continue to serve in an area that you don't have a passion for because you're gonna drag the whole team. You're gonna drag the whole team. And I'm gonna give Dr. Clay this. I've heard him say it. I shouldn't do this list of people. I've heard pastors that I listen to say this. At the end of the day, because I say it all the time now, since I heard them say it in their own way, in different ways, but I came to this. At the end of the day, if it's a great thing, Pastor, yeah, you did a great job leading the people. If it's a horrible idea and it's dragging and it ain't got no purpose, it's desolate and it's dying on the vine, Pastor, you ought to be ashamed of yourself that you didn't stop that a long time ago. Either way, good, bad, or indifferent is going to drop in the lap of your pastor. So you ought to care enough about your church and your pastor that I'm going to serve where I can serve and give it the best. This thought was provoked by one of my members who works on our security team. He said, Pastor, I just want to do the best job I can for this ministry. Y'all, It's mind provoking enough to go beyond just talking about it on this drive. Thank you for your time. God bless you. Peace.
Let your light be known.